In this video, we're going to look at inserting images and shapes into Word. Now, there's absolutely loads you can do here, so I'm just going to show you a couple of examples. So, moving from the Home tab into Insert, I'm going to go into Insert, and you'll see here we've got a section Illustrations, and we can insert pictures, shapes, icons, even 3D models, smart art, a chart, and even a screenshot. So I have a bit of text here on the Cairngorms National Park, and I want to bring in an image. I have it saved on my device, so I'm going to go to Pictures, drop down arrow, this device, and then I am going to find the Cairngorms image that I have already got here. Click on Insert, and you will see, as soon as I've inserted it into the Word document, I now have picture format, and there's really lots we can do here. So just very quickly, I could look at corrections, I could change the brightness, or I could sharpen or soften. I could change the colour. For example, you might want to make something sort of black and white if you're doing something historical. There are artistic effects, and if you hover over, it kind of shows you what it will look like before you even start. Once you've decided on how you want to adjust or not, in fact I'll just take the adjustments off, you've then got the option of picture styles. And again, as you hover your mouse over, you can see what it's doing to your image and how it's going to change it, enhance it, or whatever. And click on the drop-down option, and you can see there's even more options that you can choose. You can put, if you wish, a border around. You can choose your colour. You can choose your weight. You can look at picture effects with glow, reflection, all sorts of things just within the picture format. Now, at the moment, the image is in and I'm trying to move it. And I'm using my mouse and it's not letting me move. So I need to select Wrap Text, either up here on the ribbon, or I can right click. I'm going to right click. I'm going to click on Wrap Text. There's lots of options. Have a go, have a try. But right now, I'll choose in front of text. So now I can move my graphic to wherever it suits. In the example I've got and the graphic I've chosen, it's a very long graphic, and I'm wondering if I need to crop it. I maybe only want to have the tree and the background shown, just this section here. Now I could try and make it really, really tiny, but that doesn't look great. I just really want to focus on the tree that I have at the front on the left hand side. So I can use the crop feature. To the far right of the ribbon you have crop. If I click straight on it, you'll see I've now got black lines, top, bottom, left and right, and in the corners, so I can sort of manually take the part of the image that I want, and just by dragging it along, click away, and there you have it. I can now move it. I can click on crop again, and it gives me what was the original, and I can, just take it back to what it was by just clicking and dragging on these black lines. So cropping is a great way to take maybe a bigger image and make it smaller. If you don't want to manually crop, you'll notice there's a drop down option here. So for example, aspect ratio, and you can start playing about with that, and it will start looking at the various ways to crop. You can also look to crop to a shape if you wish, and that is something maybe that might work for you. Let's now have a look at shapes and how you can work with shapes when you're thinking about your images and graphics. So I've got a blank document here, and I'm looking here at the shape options, drop down arrow, and you'll see lots of basic shapes that you can use. I'm just going to, for this example, I'm going to put a rectangle in here, and you'll notice once I put the shape in, I've got the shape format, and at this point I can change the colour of the shape, I can change the outline, have an outline or not have an outline, there's shape effects, lots of things we can do here. I'm going to bring in another shape. Perhaps you're trying to design a logo or just something to enhance your document, so let's put a little oval shape in here. That's fine. Now at the moment it's actually two different shapes. Now what I can do is click on the first shape, press Control, and now I've highlighted all my shapes. And if I go to the far right hand side of the ribbon, you'll see here that I've got the option of grouping the shape. So if I click on group it, and now I can move it. Whilst I'm here, I could be looking to, for example, to rotate it if I want. There's things you can do there, just making changes in that way. You might want to use Smart Art, and again within Illustrations you have the option here of Smart Art. Click on it once, you will see down the left hand side, and you can click down them to have a look at various ways to use the graphics. So for example here, a cycle, click on the image you're looking for and you'll see that's how it's set up. Click on OK. Once you are in your Smart Art Design, you'll notice you've got a Smart Art Design option now on your ribbon, where you do have the options to change colours, and you can insert text, you can change the size of the text. And again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this today, but look right along the ribbon here, from adding shapes, bullets, moving down, change the colour, the styles. There's so much you can do in Smart Art. So if you have a diagram that you really want to enhance, Smart Art is a great way to do it. You can actually insert a chart directly into Word. Now normally you would have Excel and you would have created your chart on Excel and copied and pasted it into Word or imported it in. But if you're trying to create a graph just very quickly and you're in the middle of a Word document and you have the data to hand, you can actually do it straight from here. So within Illustrations, this time into Chart, click on it once, choose the column, we'll just stick with clustered column, press OK, and what you will see is it's almost like a little snapshot from Excel. You'll see there series 1 to 3, category 1, 2, 3, 4. You would then have to build up your series and your categories based on the data that you have to create your graph. You just have to click on the cross to come out of it, but your chart still remains. And look at this, within Word you have Chart Design, where you can start then changing the design, the colour, the layouts. Everything you would see actually in Excel is available to you in Word. So lots you can do in Illustrations with pictures and shapes and icons and 3D models, Smart Art and charts. Hope that helps.